I think this genuinely might be one of my favourite Wonderkid to Superstars we've ever done, and stick with us in this video because we'll show you how to take a £1 million Wonderkid with good ability straight away into one of the world's best strikers, one of the world's best ever strikers, and he's just incredible. I try not to use the word game breaking too often when it comes to Wonderkids, but this player very well might be. That's right, we have an unreal talent for you guys today, a Wonderkid striker that if you give him the right development and give him the right pathway through your team, you will see go on to become one of the world's best strikers, and he's just genuinely so good. You've probably seen some of the stats in the title of this video as to how good he is, and that doesn't even tell the full story. Now, before we get started with this video though, if you guys could do us a huge favour and hit the subscribe button, we'd massively appreciate it as we get close to 175,000 subs, but I'm sure you guys will as well because we do tutorials, tactics, player showcases, daily Football Manager content for you guys over here on the FMSCOUT channel. If you have any experience with the player in question today, make sure you comment down below and let us know how he got on for you. But with that being said, let's go find him. So we're going to head over to Inter Milan out in Serie A, and we're going to go to their player list and then under 20 squad. Now in this team, you will find a player that's been loaned out to another club. He's playing for Spezia in the season that you start with in Football Manager, and his name is Francesco Pio Esposito. Now we did a Wonderkid striker tier list not too long ago, and Pio Esposito was fairly high up, but I hadn't used him to his full potential yet in any saves, so I wanted to check him out, and he is special for a bunch of reasons. Let's start off with reason number one, and my favourite. You will see he is on loan with Spezia, but if you go to his contract, you'll find that his deal is actually up with Inter Milan at the end of the first season. He's still on a youth contract, and that means if you try and get him quickly, you can actually go straight ahead and offer a contract to him with this approach to sign deal. Bear in mind though, you will have to pay some compensation. I think in this save it was 1 million, but with different future clauses it could go eventually to 3 million, which obviously isn't too bad for this kind of player. Now normally I would say actually go ahead and just make a transfer offer for him and they'll likely accept it, but because he's on loan at Spezia, you're not able to. So do it, pay the compensation fee, whatever it is in your save, you really won't regret it, because the second thing that makes him special is his potential range of 140 to 170, so lower end you're getting a good Serie A level striker, and higher end you are getting one of the world's best, but that's just when it comes to his current ability in terms of numbers. But the thing that makes Pio Esposito such a talent is his physical attributes. Now this year, physical attributes really do work well in the in-game engine, as they have done for the last few years. Whether it's someone that's very quick or strong or good in the air, it's really going to help a player out. But the thing with Esposito is he's got 15 jumping reach, 13 strength, and he's fairly quick as well, 6'2" at only the age of 18, a year when his physical attributes are likely going to grow a lot. So really, you're going to see those physicals go up massively, and he's going to be a physical presence. He's not just quick, he's strong, and he's good in the air, which is exactly what you want from a striker. You think because of that, he might be really weak in other areas. No, he can pass quite well, good technique, good penalty taking, 16 heading, 14 finishing. There really are no weaknesses to his game, so for that reason, I suggest offer him a contract straight away, bring him over to your side and set him up something like this. Tactically, of course, set him up how you like, but for us here at Real Madrid, he is going to play this striker role, and we'll talk about the specific role that we've got him on in a second of advanced forward. But he is being mentored, even though he's got a good personality already. We want to keep improving that to give him the best personality possible, and then when it comes to his training, we're focusing in on the advanced forward role. Now for you guys, I might suggest playing him as a complete forward if that's something you want in your team. He could definitely make a good player in that role, but I think advanced forward, with everything he's got, his strength, his height, and his speed, he's going to be very good at, particularly with a little bit of growth. Now, in terms of his additional focus, that's of course going to depend on what kind of player you want him to become, but we're going to keep it blank. Some suggestions for you guys though, you might want to work on the final third, maybe attacking movement as well, to get those mental attributes up, or potentially his passing if you want to work on his vision. Particularly if you're looking for him to play as a complete forward, this could be a good training option to have on, but for the sake of the video, as we always do, we're going to keep it blank, and now we're going to simulate a few years ahead to see how Pio Esposito can look on the minimum end of that potential range of 140, 150, worst case scenario. This is the kind of player you're getting. And after 2 years of growth, Esposito is genuinely already an unbelievable talent, sitting at about 145 current ability right now, so towards the lower end of that potential range. He's a physical monster with 15 strength, 14 acceleration, 15 balance and agility, 16 jumping reach, and great pace and natural fitness. No flaws in his game there. He's still a great penalty taker, he's a brilliant finisher, dribbler, passer, and he's got 18 heading as well, and then his mental attributes have gone through the roof, making him already one of the world's best strikers, in my opinion, in terms of what's going to work in Football Manager. This guy has got the lot. Any defender is going to have a nightmare of a time against him, and that's been proved so far in his performances. Straight away, after bringing him over, using the editor to our Real Madrid team, of course, for you guys, you will have to wait for his contract to expire before he joins you, so you'll get him in Season 2. For us, though, using the editor to test him out, he scored pretty much a goal a game in Season 1. Realistically, no one's going to start a player like this for Real Madrid straight away, but we've done so here in this simulation, and he has not let us down. So if you're playing for a bit of a weaker team, he could be worth giving a go to. Contributing so many goals, yes, he's a penalty taker as well, mind you, but that still doesn't account for 20, 25 of his goals that he's getting in this season, and this is only at the age of 20 on the worst end of his potential range. So now, let's see just how good he can be at maximum growth. And whilst we do simulate ahead, just to let you guys know, I do have my own channel linked in the description down below if you want to come check it out. We need something like 100 subscribers now to get to 30,000 subs. So anybody that could come over and hit that subscribe button, I'd massively appreciate it. We do YouTube shorts about Wonderkids you might not have heard of, and Football Manager rebuilds that a lot of you have came over and loved. So thank you to anyone for the support, but let's see Esposito now at his peak. And now you can see why I'm calling him game breaking at the start of the video. Physically, an absolute monster, and he has declined a little bit here because he is now 29. So imagine him in the prime, 26, 27, how good those physicals would have been. Not a flaw in his game. Mentally, incredible. 19 composure, anticipation, off the ball work, everything you'd want for a striker, he's got. You could even play him attacking midfield because he's got 15 passing and 16 technique with 14 dribbling. He's got 16 finishing, 17 heading, which has declined a little bit, but he has got a lot older now. He's 29. And just to prove to you it's not a crazy tactic that I'm using or anything, still the exact same tactic, and for the Italian national team, he scored 24 goals in 39 appearances. A lot of those at the start would have been sub-appearances on his first call-ups as well. Obviously playing in some big games, big tournaments, that is not a bad return at all. And if you have a look at his returns for Real Madrid, third season scores pretty much a goal a game again. After that, scores 46 goals in 38 matches, and his best season was in 2030 where he got 55 goals in 37 league appearances. And again, that is just the league, and that is only 8 penalties, guys. So it's not like he scored, 10 goals and the rest were penalties. That's still 40 odd plus goals there, not from the penalty spot in a league season. Incredible stuff. But of course, we've got a simulation at the end of his career where we can see just how much he won. And here he is, a few weeks away from retirement with 39 goals in 75 Italy caps. Stupidly good numbers across the board, other than one season where it looks like he took his foot off the pedal. People might have assumed his career was done, and then in his most recent year, he got 48 goals in 35 appearances in the season when he's retiring, which is just insane to see. Ballon D'Or wise, I imagine he'll be one of the favourites for this year's award. We don't know who's going to get it yet because he's retiring, but during his career so far, he won it once in 2030, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years on the bounce between 2038 and 2033. So that's 6 Ballon d'Ors. It's an insane amount of goals, pretty much scoring a goal a game in his career. And just to top it off, it looks like he wants to continue as a manager, so he's going to go on to be a great manager as well. That's Francesco Pio Esposito, an incredible player who comes cheap, has great starting attributes that help him in the in-game engine, and lots of potential. Sign him up as soon as you can before it's too late, and I promise you, you won't regret it.